The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts? Carelessness will be your downfall.
Deliver. Mere child to play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks alone. Who are you? What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here? It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders. The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Occamants have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice. From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mydei, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guest, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality. I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Glaya told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver. You. What's your name? Is that not also strange? Don't be fooled by it. This lion loves engaging in gossip and rumors. A few days ago, when people were besmirching my tribe's honor, didn't you also turn a blind eye? The face of a lion, but the courage of a soulless hyena. You and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment, even encouraging despicable acts such as fabricating history. There's no limit to how low you would stoop. Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise, I'll turn you into iron dust with my bare hands. Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also, Finon seems to think highly of you guys. If you were to be disposed of for such a trivial reason, his weak and fragile heart might not be able to bear it. Pray for the best, outsider. Pray that this farce has not reached the ears of Glaya. Entrusting our fates to two strangers? Is this madness or folly? I, Mydei from Castrum Kremnos, volunteer to join. Nikador has become corrupted over the years. His pride waning, but his might endures. Victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army. When Nikador succumbed to madness, they stopped being a god to my people. I will use my wrath as a human to strip that god of their authority. As for the core flame, and that soon-to-be vacant divine throne, if that is the object you desire, you can have it. I have no interest in becoming a replacement god. Instead of worrying about gates, why don't you take the time to think about how the three of us are supposed to fend off an entire army? It's corrupted, but still familiar. This is Castrum Kremnos. If even half of Castrum Kremnos' old might remains, it would mean that Glaya sent us to our deaths. This is the outer city corridor. It used to be heavily guarded by soldiers. Even with the two of us working together, we wouldn't have made it past 30 steps. Think whatever you want. Are you scared? It's still not too late to run. Not here. I lived in the inner city. There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis. They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy. Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts. Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row. Just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile. Genius. We never would have known if you hadn't said anything. The blade of fury. Even if the world lay shattered, it would still hang high above everyone's head. You haven't seen it at its most magnificent. That's the giant sword Nikidor used to destroy Aquila's heavenly kingdom long ago, followed by one city-state after another. It's not just a weapon. It's the faith of the Kremnoan people. Souls who died heroically on the battlefield will further temper the blade in Nikidor's hand, becoming a part of the God King's power. Such is the Titan's conquest. Nikidor, the Titankin, and the people who have faith and strife sweep away all their enemies. Even in death, they embrace eternal glory. There's no shame in losing to those who conspire and plot in secret. Those weak and despicable individuals are the ones who should be ashamed. Probably nothing good. Keep it simple. Interesting. I accept your challenge. Doesn't matter to me even if you do. You don't know the lay of the land, so I'll give you a 10-step head start. Why are you just standing there? Giving up already? I told you before you don't know the lay of the land in this city. That's why you won't beat me. And just so you know, I'm at 6. Assuming you can get across. Do you see the lightning bolt striking the chain? Your lightning won't stop a warrior of Castrum Kremnos. Worry about yourself. There's an endless abyss below us. The glory they've been striving for has not come as anticipated. They're most likely in the soul forging zone. The path is right behind you. I'll take the other path. It's crawling with parasites. 30. Is it beyond your knowledge, amateur historian? You just keep having fun. I've got better things to do. I gave you two this final chance on purpose. If you're not interested, fine. That's right. But by the time you arrive, he might already have fallen by my hand. You took your sweet time. Enough chatter. Show me your tally. Well, I'm a man of my word. You can deliver the final blow. The real question is if we can pull it off. Well, here's your spoils. There's just a faint scent, but I'm certain they're here. We're about to cross paths with strife. Show some respect. This is Chrysius Leo, not some rumor-spouting gossip monger. Chrysius Leo was the top advisor in Castrum Kremnos, whose wise counsel helped my tribe win many battles and thwarts numerous schemes. Sadly, he has lost his voice now. If only the Chrysos heirs could benefit from his wisdom. Leo, after all these years, you're still awake. Please, teacher, share your wise counsel with me. To survive, our people have migrated, and our traditions have faded with time. But glory, even though it has vanished into the mist and its walls have crumbled, Castrum Kremnos has never forsaken the glory of its warriors. Why say otherwise? Teacher? Teacher? Answer me! As your crown prince, I command you! Perhaps those were just the delirious words of a dying lion. I shouldn't overthink it. Let's keep going. Hand it to me. No. Nikidor would never. Akama is on the brink of destruction.
Someone needs to go back and rescue them. Are you blinded by glory? As I said before, victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army.
All right. I'll trust your judgment this time. Let's hope we don't end up in an abyss of regrets. Nikador, has your divine body truly been hollowed out by the hands of madness? Have you completely forsaken your dignity as a warrior? After we pass through here, we'll reach the soul forging zone. Be careful. Your thoughts are being corrupted by strife. Let me smash it. Put your sword away. It seems to still be rational. We might be able to get some clues from it. Titankin, let me ask you this. Is Castrum Kremnos planning to destroy Akama? What do you propose? I'm all ears. Immortal soul of war. Let's keep going. There might be other Titankin nearby we can talk to. If you see it as a threat, go ahead. I have no reason to do it. Your ruthlessness is akin to that of the executioners in Castrum Kremnos. By the end of the war, Nikador had succumbed to madness, and their divine power dwindled. Now the Titan's remaining strength is less than a tenth of what it once was. Creating doubles for themselves might have stabilized their power, but instead of a glorious death, they chose to drag out their miserable existence. How tragic. There's no need to glorify my choice, Deliverer. It was just a self-imposed exile that cost me my pride. Not something worth celebrating in a song. But if the Titankin's words are true, going up against Nikador is destined to be a bitter fight. You talk too much. They've been twisted by madness, just like Castrum Kremnos. They remember how to kill, but they've forgotten why. That's where we differ. For my tribe, glory and conquest are also valid reasons.
Ready your arms. No matter. You and I will soon bring this madness to a close.
Are you ready, Deliverer?
Don't think of them as a god. It's just you, me, and them. Warriors in a fight to the death. Remember, you insisted that we come here. Now, show us that cursed resolve. Never. But I've learned a method you probably wouldn't understand. All that anger and regret I feel right now. I've learned to control them and hone them into a razor-sharp weapon for my use. It has a simple name. Intent to kill. Corrupted God! Face me and meet your doom. I am a son of Kremnos, and a Chrysos heir of the prophecy. And I now offer you the fairest deal. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives of mine for your glorious death! Finally ready to reveal your true self, Titan? Via the wrath of humanity, corrupted God!
Immortal wretch. How amusing. All their honor is gone. How did the god of our tribe fall so low? Deliverer. Here is your moment. I'll hold him off here and keep him from wielding the Blade of Fury. You need to head back and notify the two demigods.
Get lost! Do you have to make me say this?
I must stay here.
Not for Akama's safety, but to settle the score with my god.
Even if immortality is a curse, it shouldn't be used so despicably. Finally, some peace. You and I, two warriors rejected by death. Is there any contest more fair than this? Come forth!
The king who has never claimed his throne against the god who has fallen from grace. How perfectly matched we are! Let's battle till the world's final breath. Well done on them. I was prepared to fight till the end of time. Since you overcome the curse of immortality, destruction shall be your reward. The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar now that its titan is gone. What's next? Something out there? Please. I need to know what it is. This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for? If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now. Still too late, huh? The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated. That must mean I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous. Kremnoans revere strength and military might. That does not mean we lack etiquette. They don't know yet. That guy has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his past if you are to continue fighting alongside Finon. Very well. I acknowledge his strength, but fear is something not even the sharpest of swords can cut through. I hope you've toughened your resolve, Deliverer. Only a will as tough as stone can shatter the darkest nightmares.